All right, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise, glory, and honor that's due to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rahakwadash, and double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who were well. Peace and blessings to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect, Shalom Barakathum. And this lesson is just going to be called, thank the Most High for the truth. All right, thank the Most High for the truth. And the inspiration of that is really Wisdom of Solomon, the 14th chapter, which goes into a lot of the idol worship that I'll be reading here in a little bit. But it just shows you, man, how bugged out a lot of these other religions are, how bugged out a lot of these other philosophies are. Some people, are atheists, man. Okay, now they'll say that they don't believe in anything, but ultimately they do. Everybody believes in something. But atheists, they basically believe in themselves. That's what they believe in. They believe that they are their own God. They choose their own adventures. There is no free will. There is free will, which really there isn't free will. All right, and all of these other different various philosophies, man. But we have to thank the Most High that we have the truth, man, the knowledge, the understanding. Because that's literally going to save our lives in the upcoming turmoil that we're getting ready to go through, man. All right. Let me start here. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14. I'll start at verse 4. It says, showing that thou canst save from all danger, yea, though a man went to sea without art. It's speaking about, Noah, all right, who built the ark famously out of what? Out of wood. All right. And it says, verse 5, nevertheless, thou wouldest not that the works of thy wisdom should be idle, and therefore do men commit their lives to a small piece of wood, and passing the rough sea in a weak vessel are saved. All right. So you can see that wood can save you from perils, right? Like you build a house that's sheltered from a storm. All right, when Noah built the ark, that saved him and his family and all the animals from the flood at the time, But ultimately, what was it? Was it the wood itself? Did the wood in it of itself have power? No. All right, and this is going to get into that. It says, verse 6, for in the old time also, when the proud giants perished, the hope of the world governed by thy hand, escaped in a weak vessel, all right, and left to all ages a seed of generation. For blessed is the wood whereby righteousness cometh. Okay, so you can say, and this is why it's not wrong to hold on to souvenirs and things like that, man. It's not going off to have something that's crafted in the image of something. Some people say, well, the graven images, anything on a t-shirt. Basically, you're just supposed to wear plain clothes all the time. You're not supposed to have any art in your home. You're not supposed to have any type of sculptures or anything, but that's not what that's talking about. All right. Scriptures explicitly say do not worship graven images, all right? And obviously, if you have the image of something that is usually worshipped, like another god, right? Like if you even though you may have even though you're not worshiping, Mary, but if you have a statue of Mary in your house, all right, that's going off. Why? Because that image is usually worshipped. The purpose of that image was to be worshipped. You see what I'm saying? So that's a difference there, man. And the Most High gives us this plain and clear. All right, there's going to be a lot of people that worship the heavens that are into astrology and all of this other stuff that are going to be oohing and ahhing when the eclipse comes. But they don't realize there's a power above that, beyond that, that is responsible for these events and things in the heavens. That there's meaning behind it, and they don't know that meaning really foreshadows or foretells their end. Keep going. But verse 8, but that which is made with hands is cursed, as well as he that made it. because he made it, and it, because being corruptible, it was called God. All right. So what makes it cursed? The moment that you take this piece of wood and you decide that there's some kind of power in it outside of the Most High, that you want to worship it or give it some kind of, you know, admiration just for it being wood or clay or gold or whatever it is, that's when it becomes cursed, man. Okay? Because you tried to make it into a god, into a power, man. And most religions are based around these things, man. All right? Most religions, these different gods, what it is a high level demon that is associated with a certain thing. All right? Like the river. There's river gods, there's sea gods. All right? Now the underlying philosophy behind it, that's a demon. Right? Why? Because it's making you think that water has any power in and of itself. It doesn't. You know, everything here is a tool to be used for the Most High, man. And these doctrines bug a lot of people out, man, because there are a lot of wonderful things to be oohing and eyeing about, man. When you look at how the stars are shaped and how they twinkle and how they move around the heavens, the planets, you know, various clouds, certain things are just humbling to look upon, right? But we know not to worship these things, you know. Other people, they can't register that because they don't see the Most High, you know, dark skin with the woolly hair coming down. He doesn't come down every Passover, so it's out of sight, out of mind. He doesn't exist. But they'll worship something that they can see, you know. And that's the vast majority of religions, and so many of our people got caught up in that, man. We really just have to thank the Most High because, you know, when you read Ezekiel 37, we were basically dead, dry bones, man. All right? We were into Christianity or Rastafarianism or Pan-Africanism or Egyptology, you know, all stumbling blocks still to this day, man. And the most recent one is feminism and astrology. All right? You even got males that are into this now, man. All right? So these are all snares, man, that the Most High set up for the unwise, man. It was not meant for the elect. Okay, so the fact that you have this truth, man, you should be comforted by that, man, especially in the times coming. You know, let me keep going. It says, Wisdom of Solomon 14:9, for the ungodly and his ungodliness are both alike hateful unto the Most High. All right, so you and your actions are hateful, man. Worshiping something that the Most High created. All right. Really, it's under Yahushua and the first fruits and those powers. Lord willing, you know, I be of that number, because the scriptures speak about the elect being in being there with Yahushua, creating things, you know, in the beginning. All right. So the Most High outsourced that labor to Yahushua and the angels, man, to create all of these things, and you're here worshiping it as your God, your power, man. You know, when the earth is an inheritance for the Israelites, man, that's what it is. All right. It says, verse 10, for that which is made shall be punished together with him that made it. Okay. And the Most High is poetic in that way, man. All right. If you're into the ancestors and all of this other kind of, you know, idolatrous worship, well, the Most High just might have those ancestors visit your ass, man. All right. Because there is one true power, man. How could there not be? When you think about it, everything forms hierarchies. There's levels to everything, man. There's a food chain in the ocean. There's a food chain on the land. All right. You got hills. All right. And then you have mountains. So there's levels to things, man. Things always scale up. Okay. This is why we call Yahweh the Most High, man. Because he is the beginning, the Most High of everything, man. All of creation. All right. It says, verse 11, therefore even upon the idols of the Gentiles shall there be a visitation, because in the creature of the Most High they are become an abomination and stumbling blocks to the souls of men, and a snare to the feet of the unwise. So the wisdom is the thing that brings us in, man. All right. The unwise are going to hold on to those things. The unwise are going to stumble over those things, man. All right. And these are things that we don't often think about, man. But ultimately, you know, we have a lot to be thankful for, man. A lot to be grateful for, regardless of what we're going through. You know, regardless of the things the trials and tribulations we got to go through, man. The Lord gave us the greatest gift he could give us, man, which is the truth. Okay. He gave us the way, all right? The way to live. He gave us a means of understanding. Okay? He gave us a sense of right and wrong and what's going to happen. The prophecies, man, which is the main thing at this moment, man. And then once the major prophecies take place, man, the kingdom of heaven is set up. You know, we're gonna get all of that understanding, you know? Even the things that the Most High chose to hide from us. All right. It says, verse 12, for the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication, man. All right. And we all know what fornication really alludes to. All right. It's usually in the sexual immorality laws that Esau will call it, and then in apologetics or whatever. All right. But most of those laws, like adultery, man on man, woman on woman, those are punishable by death, man. Okay. So when the Most High says it's spiritual fornication, that's a deadly serious thing that you're into, man. All right. My family members, they don't understand that. You tell them Christmas is wrong, Thanksgiving is wrong. Oh, whatever. What's the big deal? Because they think that they're not hurting nobody. They think that the fact that they're buying gifts and giving gifts and charity, that absolves them of it, man. But no, that makes things worse. That makes the Most High very angry with you, man. You see? Very angry. Okay? How would you feel if you came home and there was another man, you know, inside of your woman, and she's all into it? You know, she's doing stuff she never did with you. With you, it's like all lame and whatever. Like she's doing a chore, like she's doing you a favor. But then you come home and there's another man, and she's just, man, that you'd be wanting to put both of them down, man. That's how you'd be feeling, you know. Now imagine that spiritually. That's what's going on when you worship other gods, man. And people think that the response to it is so harsh and mean, but the Lord told you over and over and over again, man. Okay? He's constantly put things out in the heavens that you'll never understand. The heavens themselves you'll never understand. All of the creatures in the ocean, you'll never be able to count them, man. All right? Electromagnetism, you'll understand certain things of it, but there's always going to be a ceiling of ignorance that you'll never get, because the Most High has made it that way. All right. But people think they know things in their own belly, man, and that's very dangerous, man. This is why in this Passover season we want to move with humility, man. All right. We want to re-humble ourselves, let go of any kind of grudges or any bullshit that you had lingering in your spirit. Cut all of that out, man. You know, because there's some form of idol worship that we're engrossed in, you know. If you were to look up everything, the logos and things on shirts, your vehicles, it's all defiled with some type of idolatry, some kind of way, man. All right, so we want to move with fear of the Lord, man, realizing that we're not really in a position to live clean, you know. Verse 13, verse 12 again, for the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication, and the invention of them the corruption of life, man. All right, because this is the moment where people stop giving credit to the higher power, which is the Most High. All right, and they start believing in themselves, because even though they're saying they're worshiping this idol, they know that they built that idol with their own hands, man. They know that the wood is not just gonna form itself in the shape of Ishtar. All right. They know that they had to do it. You know, deep down, they know this, man. And so when you build something just for you to worship, all right, you're basically, you know, worshiping yourself through a demon, man. Because Ishtar is real as a demon, okay? Because that there's a demon Osiris. All of these things have spirits attached to them, man. All right, and they're there to pull you off the path. Okay, if you're a heathen, you know, the Most High for the most part is who cares. All right, they're still going to be, you know, judged for it. And the scriptures do say that in Zephaniah 3:9. As a matter of fact, I'll get that. Okay. Zephaniah 3:9, for then will I return, I will turn to the people a pure language, that they may all call upon the name of the Lord Yahweh, to serve him with one consent. Okay, so eventually the heathen are going to realize, okay, there's one power, there's no more, you know, there's no river god, there's no tree gods, you know, those are demons, okay, that got you out there in the wilderness naked, cutting open cats, all right, thinking that you're getting some kind of blessing. And Satan on the left hand side can grant you things, man, but it is Satan, okay? It's not the actual tree, man. Deaf, dumb idols. This is why, you know, it's a very stupid and egregious thing to do, man. All right, the scriptures say the heathen are dismayed at these things, but we are not to be like the heathen. All right, so this is you know, an encouragement to be grateful, man, you know, and to remember what we have and hold on to it, you know, with all your heart, your mind, your spirit, you know, hold on to this thing, man. All right, the scriptures refer to it as a pearl of great price, you know, and it can't be taken from you. All right, that's why we constantly jump on fearing the Lord, fearing the Lord, fearing the Lord, man, you know. So he renews your spirit, man. Okay, that you get up daily and you want to serve the Lord. You have a conviction about doing a video, or, you know, reaching out to a brother, or whatever the case may be. You know. Verse 13, for neither were they from the beginning, neither shall they be forever. Why? Because wood, water, all the elements, these were all creations, man. All right, the Most High commissioned for all that you see to be created. When you read Genesis, the first chapter, all right, in the beginning, the powers, plural, created the heavens and the earth. Okay, so it was the handiwork, you know, of Yahushua and the angels, creating all that you see, all that you can perceive, commissioned by Yahweh, man. All right, and for you to go down and try to worship one of these lesser creations over the Creator, all right, it's foolish, man. And the Most High is going to have the biggest beef with the Israelites first, man, because you're the chosen one of all of creation. You are the thing of all that He's created that He's taken, that He loves the most, that He's found as a prized possession. All right. So you're going to be dealt with more swiftly trying to worship lesser things, man. All right. That's why judgment is going to begin at the house of Israel. All right. It says, verse 14, for by the vainglory of men they entered into the world, because it's very vain to fashion something. I don't care if it's solid gold, platinum, whatever it is, it's way lesser than an Israelite. All right. So you're not to worship it. All right. And it says, and therefore shall they come shortly to an end, man. All right. So all of this idolatry, that these idols and images that people are worshiping, the Most High, in 1 hour, the scriptures say these nukes are going to hit, man. It's all going to be burnt up, man, you know. Anyway, I think the point was made. Lord willing, this was edifying. Call halal Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rachak Wadash. Shalom, Kom Yasharel.